Hey guys, this is Christine coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Woohoo! Do you know what today is? It's September 30th. And that means it's the last day of the month. It's the last day of the quarter. And it is the last day of the Stampin' Up! Year. Everything comes down to this day right now. And I'm so excited because I have a Facebook Live scheduled with you guys for today. So we're going to be doing the Harvest Meadow card class here very shortly. Hi, Faye from Virginia. Hey, Mary Carls. Hi, Linda Hodge. Hey, Shannon Kemp. So we're going to be doing the Harvest Meadow cards here in a second, but I do have some things that I want to share with you guys. I have been working my butt off like a little busy bee, designing and prepping cards for October because I had been a little bit of a slacker this last few weeks. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Deb. Hi, Karen. Hi, Patricia. Woohoo! Everybody's rolling right in. So, you guys, it was really odd. In September, I had a life outside of stamping. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. Labor Day weekend started off with camping and we went canoeing, that whole canoeing trip. The following weekend, hi Sherry Martin, thanks for sharing, Mary. Hi Carissa. The second week, I didn't tell many people I did this until I got back, but I actually flew to Maryland with Tyler because I bought a new vehicle and we drove it home. And I literally sold my car in, it must have been 36 hours. I posted it at 2 a.m. on a Saturday and I had a handshake by 5 on Monday. So hi Latokia. Hi Mary Jo. So that was the second weekend. Last weekend I actually had classes, you guys. I had a double header on Saturday, the morning, and no, the following weekend I had a double header. And then last weekend, you guys, I went to Michigan. So there was no designing and stamping for this girl on the weekends like I usually try to squeeze in. So this Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I've been working on classes, you guys. I have a little bit of a slacker on getting ready for October. So my goal was to have everything pretty much ready by tomorrow so that I can do a live video showcasing all the cards, you guys. But hi Randy, hi Sandy, hi Kathy Beck, hi Brenda Wood. Hi, Lynn Beasley. So, you guys, I got all of the October cards done except for one class, the Fun Folds class. And you know why I didn't get it done? Because in the order of importance, that's the last week of October. And I have a little time on that, I think, in my head. But just know, if you are looking for a fun class, join the Fun Folds class at the end of October. The cards are going to be awesome, like they usually are. So if you're looking for a class to get for free with an order today yet, that could be one, even though I don't show the cards, you guys. So I want to take a few minutes here while people are rolling in and go through some of the upcoming classes that I do have coming up so that you guys can see them. You guys are going to be the first people to see these cards. They are hot off the presses. Literally every night I've been slaving away, burning the midnight oil. No, it was actually very enjoyable, you guys. It's not that bad. Designing cards is amazingly fun for me. I just need to make sure I have time that I can do it. I can't pump out a card in 20 minutes. I'm not that fast. Hi, Gloria. I'm more like, I've got it down to a pretty good, like an hour or maybe two cards in about an hour and a half a card. So that would be 2 cards in 3 hours. So I'm not that fast. So when you guys think about having 26 cards that are needing designing for the month of October, it takes time. So yes. Hi, Kathy Groves. Hi, Teresa Carl. So I'm going to take a little time and go through the upcoming classes because right now is the last day that you guys can place an order with Stampin' Up! To get a free sale-a-bration item. And when you do that, it also would qualify you for a free class with me. Hi, Anne. Hi, Julie Biersbach. So the majority of my classes are either a fee or free with an order, but I do have a few that are product-based classes. And I will tell you that as I'm showing you the cards. So, hi, Millie. Thanks for your order today. I appreciate it. You guys, look at the board. The board is back here. Do you know what? It's full. I've officially put the last name on it I don't know, like within the last few hours. I was working from home today, so I saw an order pop in and I ran over quick to the board and I put it on. Yes, I was working at the same time. So we're gonna do a drawing at the end of the day, or the end of the class tonight for it. We also have to announce who the winner of the half off Harvest Meadow bundle is. I also have the cards from the Let's Just Stamp Love of Leaves that we're going to give away. So I've got that set up for later at the end. Hi, Jean Maxwell. Hi, Jane. Hi, Mary. So, but I want to pop the camera down. You guys, I have piles going on, okay? So don't mind the piles. Just know that each pile is a class. And so I'm so excited. You guys give me lots of hearts and lots of loves the little hearts, if you are loving these. You guys, I thought, I didn't even grab... Wait, I have to grab one more thing. I'm going to flip the camera down so you guys can start peeking, but I have to get the MS benefit cards. Hang on. The reason I wanted to get these, you guys, is because there's still 2 spots. Hi, Aunt Adam. Oh, I'm so happy you enjoy the videos. So you guys, there's lots of inspiration right here. Oh, man. Okay, so the MS card making benefit is coming up this weekend. And if you're local to me, it's at the American Legion Hall in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I know the RSVP date says 9/22, you guys, but we always plan for 36. And we have 2 sets left. And you don't have to be present. You can still make a $25 donation and you'll get these 5 cards. They would be either porch pickup or $30 if you want them mailed. So these are what we're working on this weekend. It's a more holiday themed. And so we've got this little pocket card. Cheryl and Bonnie and I worked on designing these cards over the last couple weeks. Hi, Gwen. So thank you to all. Hi, Arliss. Thank you to all who have already registered for the MS benefit. We are so excited. Everything is all ready to go for Saturday. It's also World Card Making Day on Saturday, you guys. So you guys, there are 2 available. If you want to make a donation, it's $25 or $30 for mailing. We make the cards for you, so you don't even have to put them together. And of the donation, $20 goes to the MS Foundation. So I have a couple people and close friends that have been diagnosed with MS, and so we have a near and dear to our heart. Hi, Julie from sunny Michigan. Okay, you guys, now I know a lot of you are watching online, so I have a deal for you on this one, okay? This next class is my holiday card buffet, and it's only in person. I've only done my card buffets in person. There's a lot going on with the card buffet, and I could not handle mailing out for a card buffet and writing another PDF tutorial. So you guys, I'll make a deal. If anybody who isn't local wants to do any of my card buffet, you reach out to me and we'll figure out a plan. I only know there's 2 things. I'm not writing a PDF tutorial for this, and your cards will get mailed after the in-person event. I can't pull it off to do it before. So, and I'll figure out with you the cost for mailing and all that good stuff. And this one, how I do this in person is it's either a fee-based or it's free with an order. And how it is, it's like a buffet. When you go to the buffet, and you get to pick all the food that you want to eat, nom, 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 you go and you pick it. Well, with me, for my card buffets, I do a little bit of pre-picking. Hi, Luann Johnson, because I don't like to have lots and lots of card leftovers. I don't want leftovers, right? So for this, when you register for this, and I need to know what quantities, and so it's like you can do all 6, you could do 2, 2, and 2, you could do 3 and 3. You can't do like 12 though. It's like max of 6. So I have it in person on Saturday, October 16th. It's either a morning session at 8 or an afternoon session at 12:15. And so it's holiday themed. So we've got a Christmas card. Hi, Laura Sullivan. Another Christmas card. So these are going to help you. It's a holiday card buffet. Deb Norman, if you're watching, I totally cased your snowman card and made a little easel card. I just changed my colors to be the rich razzleberry versus Night of Navy, but very, very pretty snowman card. This one's going to be a fall Thanksgiving card. I know I have on here best wishes, but I had intended it to be a Thanksgiving card. And so it could be, because that's holiday. So, but gorgeous leaves. Here's one that could be a winter or Christmas. In case you're sick of the Christmas cards, this one could be a thinking of you or season's greetings. So that one. And then last but certainly not least is the holidays. And I don't think I have the inside in there. Oh, yes, Deb, I was truly inspired by your card. I went and cherry picked it. So I'm like, I'm casing that one. And so we've got this one. So again, this is the holiday card buffet. At this moment, it is set up only in person, you guys. I would have to wrap my head around the whole online version and you would only be able to put them together based off of pictures I provide. There is no written, and I'm not doing a Facebook Live for it. I am totally casing these two cards for Halloween bingo. So one was made by Marissa Alvarez and one was made by Carissa Albert, you guys. So these, if you're attending Halloween bingo in person with me, these are two very similar cards to what we're gonna be doing. Halloween bingo is also in person only. You guys, it's actually full. I don't have any more open spots for it. Now, these guys, hi Dawn. Now you know I can't get there, right, Laura? We'll have to plan, you guys. I know some of you are a little long distance away, so I told you guys, plan some girls' weekends. Okay, you guys, these are the hottest. Hi, Philly, thanks for sharing. These are the hottest off the presses. So tonight we're doing the Harvest Meadow Sweet Bundle class, right? Every month I do a class that features a sweet bundle. This coming month for October is Cutest Halloween. There's 2 in-persons on a Monday and a Saturday, and then the online is October 21st, you guys. So I designed these. I took like 13 different swap cards that I got, and I merged all of them together, and this is what I came out with. So I got Hey Boo, and on the inside, I've got Have a Fabulous Halloween. So this class is 4 cards. It's free with a minimum order, or it's $15 for porch pickup. If you want mailing, mailing's always an extra $5 for it. So this one's my green, Old Olive, and on the inside it says Hey Boo. And so I went with green and purple. This one is the Flirty Flamingo with so I've got the pumpkin, the skull, the cat, and the ghost. So those are the 4 different stamps. And then on the inside, it looks like that. I did the embossing on the whole card base. So the whole thing got embossed. And so that's got the little bats and the pumpkin. And my mom went goo goo gaga for this one. She loves cats. So she was all over this one. She's like, oh, it's a baby. She's got lots of cats. And so this was the cat one. So you guys, this one is, so for those that are not local and you need it mailed, it's $20 for the class. You get all the materials you need. You have to provide your own ink stamps and adhesives. And then if you want to place a minimum order for mailing, it's $40, but now it's sale-a-bration. So if you place a $50 order, you could get this class for free, and you could also pick a sale-a-bration item, and you could get your name on the board. Okay, this, you guys, so I did ink, paper, scissors on Monday night. In case you missed it, you could go back and watch the replay. We made these 4 cards on Monday night. You guys, I still have 1 set left. If anybody's looking for this class, the Blackberry Beauty, I have 1 left. That's it. All gone otherwise. So all 1 left for that. But, oh man, this is ink, paper, scissors. Now, I double booked myself, you guys. How is that possible? So I guess October 28th is a Thursday. But you guys, I have fun folds planned for October 28th is actually the day. Somebody actually reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said I double booked myself. And I'm like, oh yeah, that happens. So fun fold is actually the 28th, and ink, paper, scissors is not in October. The October ink, paper, scissors is actually November 4th. And it features the Whimsy and Wonder products. Your goodie bag will have the ribbon and some gems, and you will get all the materials to make these 4 cards. Now, this is not a class you can get free with an order. It is a fee-based class because I include product in the registration. Oh, I forgot to color these. Ha ha. Hi, Denise. I got to color the little tops of the ornaments. I forgot to do that last night. But I tried to use all the stamps in the Whimsy set for this class. I even did a little bit of a different fold here. It's not really a different fold, but it opens up like that, one of those split panel cards. And then that attaches it to bring these 2 pieces together. And then last but certainly not least is this guy right here. So very soft, delicate Christmas cards. If you don't have the hi Barb, if you don't have the whimsy set, you will just need some sort of Christmas trees, I'm thinking. And everybody has, well, I shouldn't say everybody because I can't just say that. A lot of people have trees. So you would need to stamp 3 trees and a sentiment on that one. This one, some sort of ornaments hanging over the top and a sentiment. Here's another tree and then some trees. This is actually some vellum over the top of those trees. On my other samples, I actually stamped a sentiment in silver embossing powder. So I don't remember where this card, it must have come from there. So this is ink, paper, scissors for November 4th. It's the October version. You guys, oh, Shannon wants this class. So Shannon, I'll write you here so we can follow up too. I'll add you to this one. So Shannon IPS, and it's October. So you guys, even though it's in November, it's an October one. I had to definitely rearrange the schedule when I double booked myself. Okay, so that was ink, paper, scissors. So what does that leave? The Let's Just Stamp class for the month of October that I do with Diane Bogenhagen. Diane does the in-person, and I do the online version. This is October 17th. And so these are the 3 cards. This is one that you can get free with an order, or it's a fee-based class. Hi, Cindy. Okay, so that's one. Oh, Deb wants it as well. Okay, so that is, Deb got you down. Okay, so that one, okay, what does that leave? Hi, Karen. Oh, so you guys, I went stamping this weekend to Michigan, and I did this class. And she said, hi, Terry. She said, go ahead and do this class if you want to. You're more than welcome to do it. So I, of course, looked at my calendar and found some dates, very few dates to choose from. But you guys, I'm doing a Memories and More product-based class. And you come out with all of these. Hi, Ruth Nicholson. No, it's not on the website yet, you guys. Oh man, I just literally got all of those cards made this week, and none of the pictures. It's in her ballpark now. They're all photographed, and Kelly helps me with my picture and watermarking and all that good stuff. So this is my Memories and More. Brenda too. You guys are so great. So Brenda, I'll add you to the list as well. I am going to do a Memories and More card making class. You're going to get 18 cards. It includes product. So like there's 4 products that are actually included that you'll use. One of them is the Memories and More pack. One's a pack of envelopes and note cards, some ribbon and embellishments. And you will get to make 18 cards. So I'm going to scroll through these really fast. So if you guys I don't have this one either on the website. You guys just literally put the last gems on last night for these cards. So you're going to make 18 different cards. No stamping. None. Unless you want to stamp sentiments on the inside. Mary Carls, I got you down here too. Okay, perfect. Hi, Debbie Peters. Okay, so you guys, 18 cards. The cost is $50 for porch pickup. Mailing is an extra $9. So just so you guys know, if anybody gets stuff shipped to me, from me to you, shipping has just increased, or it starts tomorrow, October 1st. They're increasing shipping rates. So I think a padded flat rate envelope is going to be $9 instead. So just know shipping might be altered just slightly. But so $50, you guys, you only will use half of your pack of the Memories and More card make pack. So that means you could make a whole nother set just by adding a few, like 6 card bases. You're very welcome, Mary. So just a few more card bases, and you guys would have enough to make almost, I think, 36 cards. Because I split the pack in half with Carissa, and all I had left, you guys, was this. That's all and so you could even make 2 more cards out of that if you really want to. What class did you miss by being late, Terry? Oh man, you missed all of them, Terry. Terry, I just went through and did all of them. But the last one that I did that everybody's signing up for is the ink, paper, scissors that I have coming up November 4th. So that's the one that you missed last. But if you will go back to watch the video at the beginning after we're done, I went through maybe 5-10 minutes of all the classes. So yes, Deb Norman, you are so correct. Mom told me that today too. She said, when she called, she said, just so you know, the rates are going to be going up and slower. So you guys, we have to take that into consideration so that we all have to exercise lots of patience with the post office. So here's another one. Here's a card. Here's another one. Here's another one. Look at, I love the cookie sheet. Isn't that awesome? Here's another one with the cookie sheet. You guys, if you need a jump start on your Christmas cards, this is no stamping unless you stamp stuff on the inside. So whatever sentiments you'd want. And these are the envelopes that you'll get with some of these bigger cards. Oh, Jeannie, I will add you on as well. You guys are awesome. Perfect. Oh, Linda wants that too. I got you down, Linda. Oh, and the memories and more. All right, got it. Okay, so you guys, this one, I will be publishing all the classes that I just showed you. I'll be publishing them all in the next 3 days. That's my goal. By the end of the weekend, everything's going to be shared so you guys can see pictures and sign up. And I honestly, all you need to do to sign up really is to send me an email. That's the easiest thing. What is going on with the post office? It's going to be the holiday season, you guys. That's what's going on with the post office. Everybody's going to be mailing Christmas cards soon, I think. So just a final note too. Sale-a-bration ends today, you guys. I still have 2 people on my team who would love to have some support. One will promote to silver and one person would stay as a silver. There's a great signing bonus. You get an extra bundle included in your starter kit. You guys could be a discount shopper or you could be crazy like me. I don't mind people who are crazy like me. So just know, oh, and then you guys from Tip Tuesday, I did the color combo charts. So if you guys are looking, today's the last day to take advantage of Sale-a-bration sign up and also Sale-a-bration the freebies. And then be watching next week. My goal is to have the fun folds ready by the end of next week. So just so you guys know, any orders that are placed today or going into the next week, you can always get a class for free with a minimum order in the current month and the next month. Anything after that is a no. I'm not taking reservations for them, so we don't bank orders into the future. So basically it's the current month and then next month. So now it's September 30th. I still have some kits left, you guys, for class tonight. So hi, Marianne. If you guys, I think I have about 4 kits or sets of kits left for the Harvest Meadow class for tonight. I made a little list actually in case you guys think you missed a class. I have actually the holiday mini catalog launch party. I have 4 of those. I went back and I looked, you guys. There were 3 fun folds and then the Dahlia card. So there were 4 cards for the launch party. So in case anybody missed those cards, I still have 4 kits left. And those were some pretty cool cards. I have one from the July monthly, June monthly. I have ink, paper, scissors from Monday night. And then also I have a sweet peach one from last month and then some timeless tropicals. So hi, Jolene. So if you guys are ever curious if a past class is sold out or not, you guys, somebody gave me the idea to have extra ones in case, I was running out, but then I started to make just a few more, and now I've got some extra. So how it works is if you guys forget to use the host code, you don't get to pick out a future class because the whole goal is to use the current host code so I don't have to call Stampin' Up. But if you forget to use the host code, I'll still get you a past class that I have. So in case you're wondering, that's how I do that. So you guys have been phenomenal. I think I've only had to call 1, maybe 2 times in the last month to ask for a host code to be added. So I really appreciate that. Stampin' Up! Really appreciates that. You guys, it saves time on the back end when you guys put the host code on the front end. So thank you so much for doing that. Okay, so we rolled through those cards pretty fast. Did you like some of them? I didn't see, I was going through the cards so fast, I didn't see any hearts or likes. Oh, so Karen was here last night and she did the Harvest Meadow class. Yeah. Hi, Crystal McBride. I hope you and your mom are doing good. Okay, so I think I'm up to date on the comments. Okay, so I have one more thing I want to share with you guys. Oh, there are all the hearts. Woohoo! Okay, I want to share one more thing with you guys. So Carissa gave me a gift a week ago, and I've been waiting to do a swap card showcase to showcase the team swap cards and her gift, and I haven't had a moment to put together a swap card showcase, so I wanted to still show you guys what she got me. And I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to open it together with you guys. So Carissa's on my team, and she makes pretty phenomenal cards. And I wanted to show you, she gave me a little collection of cards. So I'm going to flip the camera down, and I'm going to share them with you for the first time that I'm seeing them. So, all right, you guys, here we go. Okay, this was the card that she gave me. It's You're Utterly Fantastic. And oh, you can see it. Look at how glossy that is. That's clear embossing powder on here. So it's one of those fold-up cards. So isn't that cool? Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go, Carissa. I know you're watching. So she put together a little box of cards for me, and I wanted to share them with you guys too. I can't wait to use these, Carissa. I promise I won't hoard them for 10 years. I will use them and share them with love. So you guys, look at this beautiful Lighthouse card. Okay, so Carissa loves to use the alcohol blends with rubbing alcohol. I love it. Oh man. Oh, this was her customer swap card, you guys. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. You can see it's actually like photo paper. She used the gold shimmer paper here with the harvest dyes. So pretty. Oh, look at it. Let us know, you guys. I don't see this stamp being used very much. It's the snowman dudes and dudettes. They're a collection of snowmen with the bird on the head. And then look what she did with the alcohol. So she is phenomenal. I'm trying to convince her to do a class here in the Hive on how to use alcohol blends and making 3 cards with alcohol blends. The Stampin' Blends and rubbing alcohol. Hi, Cheryl Thomas. Hi, Vanessa. Oh, my. Okay, so this one's got the ornate embossing folder on the side with emboss. Very pretty. Look at the peach card, you guys. Oh, my gosh. It's so pretty. It's to see this in person is just even more over the top. She knows I love my purple. Oh, my God. She embossed this with black embossing powder. And oh, I love it. The crumb cake twine just adds a little bit. So pretty, Carissa. I love it. She's got the Tasteful Textures embossing folder. Purple is my favorite. Look at these. Aren't these little masterpieces and works of art? Okay, for more photo paper, you guys. Look how shiny it is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I love them, Carissa. They're amazing. Special people will be getting these thank you cards. And she has another purple one here for me. I love it. More photo paper. So very pretty, and that must be stays-on ink to stamp the flower. Otherwise, it would smear all over. So very pretty. I love it. You guys, hi Kay Weir. Wouldn't you love to get a little gift like this? Oh my gosh. So you guys, start thinking about Christmas is coming up. Birthdays are always around the corner for your friends and family. You could put together a little collection of cards like this with envelopes, and you could give that to them as a gift. We all love, hi, I was going to say hi, Latokia, but I think I said hi already. What a nice gift, you guys. We make cards. We love to make cards. We have abundances of cards at home. Wouldn't it be great to give this as a gift instead of going to the store and buying a gift card somewhere or buying something like towels, I don't know, whatever we do for gifts these days, but to give your friends and family the gift of what you love to do and making cards. And so I love it. This is a perfect, amazing gift. So the gift is it's perfect. So, and for those of you guys that sell your cards, here's an idea too. You could put them together in a box like this. Stampin' Up! Sells, I don't know if this is the Stampin' Up! Acetate box, but they sell one that's a little bit less shallow and not as deep. I think you can easily fit 4 cards with envelopes in there. But you guys, if you sell your cards, instead of selling them individually, you could sell them as a collection like this and put it at $30 or $40. Oh, I don't know, however much. I mean, I usually sell my cards one card for $4, I think. But you could do a discount if they buy 10 of them. So, or don't even discount it, whatever you want. But selling a whole container like this. Penny gave a whole shoebox to her family and friends for Christmas. Yay! Hi, Mo. Okay, you guys. So that's what I've got for sharing. Okay, are you ready to stamp? Oh man, look at this. Kelly left this. Wait, this must be next week. Oh, I didn't watch Technique Thursday today. Oh, this is Technique Thursday. Oh, I just saw it so fast in my newsfeed. I'm guessing that this is Technique Thursday, unless this is next week's, you guys. Sorry, Kelly, if this is next week's. I'm pretty sure that, oh, I don't know, you guys. I shouldn't show you this. Somebody tell me if this is Technique Thursday or not. Oh, it's been a blur this week, you guys. Honestly, with designing late at night and not getting as much sleep as I normally should, I don't stay on track as much. So I think you guys can relate to that, right? Sleep is a good thing. So, oh, it was Technique Thursday today. Good. Okay, so she did a fabulous job. I just love when she leaves cards here for me. And they're so pretty. Kelly does a great job making cards too. Okay, you guys saw it today. It was today. Okay, double embossing. Awesome. You guys have completely confirmed that it was today's Technique Thursday. So all I know is in between stuff, I saw it come through on my newsfeed and I just shared it to a couple groups really quick and I didn't have a minute to watch the video quite yet. So I'm so happy I shared Technique Thursday from today with you guys. So, okay. All right. So let's get this party started, you guys. For the Harvest Meadow class, we have quite a class list for you guys tonight. So bear with me as I tell you who's all attending this online class with me. All of you, I shouldn't say all, not all of you have your card kits yet. I know like Marge is getting hers tomorrow. Naomi's, you're waiting till you're getting yours. Some of you are consolidating them with other classes, so they're still sitting here. So, but for those that are in the mail, I'm hoping that they were sent out, I think last week, early Tuesday, so you guys should have your card kits already. Oh yes, Kelly did a number on her face. That 2x4 got her good. I'm happy she didn't break her glasses. I saw her on Monday. I was home on my lunch hour and she was here for a hot second and I saw it and I'm like, ooh, that doesn't look so good. Aspirin and ice, I said. So, all right. Yeah, today's Kelly. This is her card. Perfect. So you guys, and I don't know if Kelly's watching right now. And I don't know if she generally tunes in at this point, but I did send a note out to anybody and everybody who's in my customer base email address group that her birthday is October 7th and she's going to be 30. She's a baby, but she's going to be 30. Don't we all wish we were 30 again? Oh, I don't know. I wish I knew now, like, and then was 30. As, you know, have all that life experience and then go back. But so if you guys aren't in my email group and you would like to send Kelly a birthday card, when I flip my camera down, just send me a quick email or a text and ask me for her address. We want to shower her with birthday cards. Isn't that fun? So yeah, so you guys, that's next week, I think. October 7th is next Thursday. So let's get her cards in the mail, right? So, hi, Diane. Okay, so here we go. Roll call, you guys. We have Sandy Wicklander, Deanna Stell, Stacy Burns, Angela Knutson, Faye Gabi, Mary Carls, Jeannie Terwilliger, Anna Rebedu, Judy Kruger, Lila Erickson, Patricia Settle, Carmen Melendez, Barb Barco, Gloria Roslin, Terry Costin, Jean Maxwell, Elaine Rebeck, Marge Haas, I should say Aunt Marge, Ellen Brover, Gwen Petroshek, Judy Bobo, Lynn Beasley, Brenda Wood, Latokia Trigg, Jeannie Parker, Susan Reed, Stacy Burr. Oh, Stacy's doing this class twice, so she's on here twice. Carissa Albert, Feline Mays, Linda Hodge, Janet Wright, Dawn Reeder, Cindy Runtree, Cheryl Thomas, and last but certainly not least, Naomi Worrell. So yay, you guys, lots of card kits went out in the mail last week. Again, there's probably a handful left. In case anybody is watching and they're like, "Ooh, I wish that I would have these cards," just remember it's the last day of the Stampin' Up! Year, quarter, and month, so any sale will help me, and you could get this class for free yet. Okay, lots of people are here, so let's look at what the suite entails, okay? So Nature's Harvest is the stamp set that I'm going to be working with here tonight. Yes, lots of people signed up for this class. If you guys go to the mini catalog, if anybody needs a catalog that doesn't have one, you got to let me know. I'd love to get the catalogs out to you. I could send it out with a card class or whatever you have next package going out. I want to make sure you guys I love paper, you guys, so I gotta highlight in my book when I get things. So if anybody needs a catalog, let me know. Harvest Meadow Suite includes the stamp set and dies, the time-worn embossing folder, the brushed metallic adhesive back dots, the cork paper, the diamond weave ribbon, and the designer series paper. So that's the stamp set. Here's the cork paper. We're going to use that in one of the cards. And then we're going to be, we're also using this stuff here, the brushed metallics. We're going to be using the tan and the gold one in cards tonight. And then here's the harvest. Yes, Stacey, you're making 4 sets. I wasn't going to tell people. you're going to be busy, fast hands tonight working on your 4 cards, 4 sets. Harvest Meadow 12 by 12 designer paper. You guys, when I look at these colors together, they clash to me. That's just what they look pretty. But when you get this all mixed like this, they look like, they're really competing with each other. So I tried to pull out pieces and like match up colors together so that they wasn't overwhelming on the cards. The other thing I did throw in on one of the cards, I used the stitched rectangles on one of them. And I don't know if I have them over here, but I used the borders dies on one. The diamond weave ribbon looks like this. It's very, very cool. And in one card, I actually pulled out some art floral ribbon. So you guys, for those that got kits from me, you got, my mom cut 14 inches. So instead of cutting 4 inches, 5 inches, and 5 inches, I'm like, Mom, everybody can cut their own ribbon. So she only had to make 1 cut at every 14 inches. So you guys that got kits from me, you're gonna have a piece that's this long, and you're gonna have to cut it down for all three of the cards. The other card uses this ribbon right here, the art floral. Okay, so there's that. The brushed metallic dots, I might have to go get them off the table over there. You guys, the brushed metallic dots, when we look at the 4 cards here, you got a section of brushed metallic dots. You got 12 dots, and there's 4 copper, 4 tan bronze ones, and 4 gold. So just so you know, they're all in, I think they're all in this one. Hi, Marcia. All your brushed metallic dots are in the same envelope, this one. So just don't put all 12 of them on this card. Spare some. The reason I put them in this card is because this one uses one of each. Where, just so you guys know, this one uses the tannish ones, this card uses the gold ones, and then this one uses the copper ones. So I got done designing all these cards, and I'm like, what should I do with the brushed metallic dots? And that's how I figured out it would be easy. Hi, Trudy. I wouldn't have to cut all individual little pieces. So just know you have 12 dots. They get shared between all 4 cards. Oh, you guys, I think a lot of people loved this card the most. So I'm going to save that for last. Oh, man. I'm going to do this one second last. I'm going to do this one second, and I'm going to do this one first. Okay. In no particular order, except for, I think, the way that I want to do it. We're going to do this one first, guys. Okay. So let's set these off to the side. We're going to start with this one first. So you guys have your card kits, and we're going to pull the one out that has the Sahara Sand card base. So 2 of your cards are vanilla based and 2 are white based. So just so you know that, it was just how it worked out. In your kit, you're going to have your Sahara Sand, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Just fold that over and burnish the edges. You are going to want something underneath you for stamping tonight, some sort of a scratch paper. You won't necessarily need a foam mat because all the stamps for tonight are generally the red rubber. So what you're going to need, though, is a piece of paper to put underneath because you're going to be going off the edge a little bit. So in this stamp set, I tried to use, I think I used almost everything. I used that splotchy looking background thing. These 2 flowers got used. I use thank you a lot, but on one of the cards, this sentiment works perfectly. So tried to use almost all of them. So with this one, you have Sahara Sand on Sahara Sand. And what it does is I just use a little bit to create a little texture marbly background. Thanks for sharing, Marcia. So you want to have your scratch paper because you're going to be going off the edge. Now, my ink pad got some love. We had a group here last night. I did this class in person. So you're either going to need to do 2nd and 3rd strength or maybe 3rd strength, but you're definitely not going to want to do 1st strength because 1st strength is pretty dark. So I do 2nd, 3rd, and then stamp off 2nd, 3rd, and then second, third. Now you see what I'm doing. I'm just going around the edge of the card because why put any ink where you're going to be covering it up? It'll just kind of waste your time and waste your ink. So I'm just working my way around the card. And so it just goes near. So if you're worried about, hey, did I get it all or not? What you can do is take your stitched rectangle. So this is the coral piece, and just set it over the top, and you can see, oh, do I need to do anything else anywhere? So I'm just gonna fill in one more right here. Thanks for sharing, Betty. Okay, so do you notice the difference between this card and what I've got going on here? In some cases, some people got a big piece of green and a small strip of coral. And then the other cases, they got a big piece of coral and a small strip of green. So when I was cutting the designer paper into sections for die cutting, I ended up with strips on the end. And so what I did is I paired them up. And so in this case, the card is gonna be actually the opposite. And some people might have just like slightly wider, slightly smaller. You can cut this. So what I would do is look for your stitching and make sure your stitching is here. Now, I will be honest with you, these are words. Try to read them if you want to, but I know for Judy Immel last night, the way hers ended up being, her stitching ended up, it was upside down. So her stitching was on this side, but her words were turned upside down, and you honestly can't read it. So you're gonna have it covered up, and it will be okay. So if you have yours going that, and sometimes the coral, you guys, some of you have coral going this way or this way. There's no rhyme or reason. When you get this on, you can't really tell the orientation of it, okay? So that's all we're gonna do with Sahara sand for now, but we will use that later. Then what you guys can do is flip this piece over. We're getting glue happy. I know we have some stamping to do yet, but this is in front of my face and I wanna get it adhered. Just make sure you look for the stitching so that it's to the outside, and then that will get glued right over the top. So what happened here was a stitched rectangle got cut out, and then I had a sliver, and Anna cut out the stitched rectangle on that portion only, okay? Oh, I just lied. We are not done. So this guy right here, this is mint macaron, and these are the dies that come in this set, you guys. They're so cool. There's 3 different foliages here, plus in the other card, there's this gnarly, gnarly stuff. This one right here, there's this like dead branch looking stuff. So that's the other one. I wanted this to be not so plain, and you can kind of see it. There's actually color on my thistle. I think that is a thistle. So how did I do that? So that's where I said I lied. We actually are going to be using, hi Ethel, thanks for sharing. We're going to take this stamp off, and we're going to give it texture by just putting a little ink on it. That's what I did for that, okay? Very faint, very hard to see. I forgot to tell a couple people in class, but then a couple people noticed it, and so what it does is just, it makes it look dirty. Okay, then with this little guy right here, you can see the difference. This is Bumblebee, and this is with espresso ink and a sponge dauber. So if you have a sponge, that would work too. Blending brush, maybe. What's nice about the sponge dauber is you can dip in here, and it's a little bit more controlled. Hi, Mitzi. You're just gonna color the top of this, and you can get it as dark as you want it or keep it a little bit lighter, but I'm just doing the top portion of it. Now, the die actually gives you texture here. It's hard to see it, but if you want to, and I did it ever so lightly, you're just gonna lightly hover over the top, and you can add a little bit more color onto the bottom here, just over those raised images. It'll catch it, okay? So just a little bit, just to give definition to some of those marks. Thanks for sharing, Mitzi. Okay, oh, so you guys, there are 2 awesome tags dies in this bundle. You guys, this die set is off a back order. Did you guys notice that? It said it was supposed to be off September 27th, and it is in fact off of back order. Woohoo! There's this die right here for this label, and there's this label. On this one, I used thank you. So you, in your kit, you got the tag. What I tell people to do is practice on the back. I say this in class more than I say it on the live, but if you're uncertain of how it's gonna look or work, stamp it on the back first to see how you do. And if it turns out great, cool. And if it doesn't, then you've at least practiced once, and then you can go to the front and stamp your thank you. So that's in early espresso ink. Thanks for sharing, Jeannie. Yes, Feline, it is time to order the suite now. It's on you guys, the turtles. The turtle punch is off of back order too. The turtle bundle is now available for your purchasing pleasure. Okay, in your card kit, you guys, there's the vanilla, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and your mint strip. This is some of this mint paper. It was the scrapperoni on the end. It's just like a 1/2 inch by 4. And I kept it simple. So if you're making this into a birthday card or some other card and you want to stamp a sentiment, put that definitely right here. But instead of putting a focal image on this one, I just adhered that strip of designer paper on the inside, just so that it kind of matches it. If you don't want to use that strip of designer paper, you are more than welcome to stamp the flowers or anything in here. Now, the reason I didn't stamp anything in this one is because between the 4 cards, this flower got stamped on 2 cards, and this flower got stamped on that card, and that's what's on the insides. And so I didn't want to have to figure out extra use of stamps. So I'm like, oh, let's just put some designer paper on the bottom edge here. It kind of decorates it. If you have this at home, you guys, this paper at home, and you want to decorate your envelope, definitely, I should show you guys. I worked on some cards this weekend, actually. I took them with me to the creative convention. I'm going to show them to you really quick, just to give you some ideas. So I'm not sure if Melanie Chandler is watching, but I was inspired by one of her cards. She made something like this, but all different patterns of paper, but the same layout. But you guys, if you have the matching designer paper, you should use it on your envelope flap. You literally just measure your flap, and then glue it on, and then you just cut along the edge. So, yep. So decorating the envelope is a super cool thing to do. All right, so now we're gonna take and put some Terran tape on the back of this. Hi, Lisa Sharkey. Okay, Terran tape goes on the back, and we're gonna adhere some. So this is where you guys need 4 inches. So of the long diamond weave ribbon, you're gonna take off about 4 inches. You need to be able just to tuck your tails behind. Thanks for sharing, Marilyn, I appreciate it. All right, so you guys cut off about 4 inches, and you're going to secure your tails behind so that it hits the Terran tape. And then I'm gonna roll right over the top of it with some more Terran tape. This time, I'm going to leave the waxy paper on, and I'm actually going to use dimensionals and pop up this piece. And I'm using the little baby dimensionals. You know, I thought I used to like the little baby dimensionals, but I find that I use more. So I used to be very frugal with my dimensionals, and now I realize, like, why be frugal with them? Just use the heck out of them. It really helps so you don't have a saggy middle. So I used to put like only 4 on the back of a piece this big, and now it's like, well, we're just gonna fill it full. All right, that's gonna go onto your card front like that. And because we didn't put any adhesive here, we're gonna be able to tuck our flowers in. So what's first? Let's put this guy in. So I'm gonna actually put some dimensionals behind 3. Oh, this one might fit over here too. Let's see if that fits. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna put 4 dimensionals for this one. And it's off to the left a little. And because we didn't put any adhesive for under our ribbon here, we can tuck this right in here. I'm trying to get it so it's centered down here, up high like that, something like that. Oh, but here's the thing, you guys. Think about this. I just looked at my card. I put the green on top of the coral. So if you guys got a bigger piece of coral, what you could do is put the mint on the opposite side so that there's a little bit more contrasting going on with our colors. Let's put him up like that. Okay, I'm not gonna press it down quite yet. So then you have your wheat here, and I definitely cut them apart. You can't even see my other guy right here. Yay, Jeannie Terwilliger's here, woohoo. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy, so just snip them right down the middle like that. And we're gonna put this guy is gonna go over here. This one's gonna, let's see here. It's like you guys, you're a floral arranger right now. You're a florist, okay? Let's see where this guy, he might. I'm just playing right now, right? We're gonna get it figured out and then we're gonna glue it down good. Okay, there, something like that. I'm liking that, digging that. Oh yeah. Okay, that's the Kool-Aid man guy. Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna do something like that. You guys play around with it till you get your, so this one, I lost my little wheat guy. He's back there somewhere. He got covered up. And I didn't want to do that to this poor little guy over here. So, okay, so something like that. And I'm going to hold that here while I put a dimensional behind that guy. And that will help secure him. Get on there. Okay, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to run a piece of tear-in tape over the top of, all right, Shannon, we'll catch you later. This is gonna go right over the top of this. I will put adhesive behind that stuff, but just not quite yet. You guys, if you've watched me a time or two, you know I kind of do things a little bit backwards with putting floral arrangements together. Okay, so this is gonna end up going right over the top of this. And so my tear-in tape is holding some of my stems down, but I'm gonna put one more. I'm not putting another dimensional. It may look like there's a dimensional, but no. This ribbon is so thick that if I put in some more dimensionals behind this tag, it's gonna pop up way too much. So we're just putting tear-in tape, and then that will stick right to it. Okay, and then what I like to do is grab my liquid glue, and I'm just gonna flip these over ever so slightly and put a little dot. And that's a little wet yet, so it's not gonna stay down. So those will stay right there. We've already got a dimensional and dimensional. This guy, he's loosey-goosey in here, so we gotta pickle him, put him down so he doesn't move all over the place. Okay. And my bottoms are pretty snug now because of that tear-in tape. And the top is good. All right. So that's how I put that together. My liquid glue does not want to stay still. So when I use foil paper, the back is a little bit more slippery. So it takes a little bit longer for the adhesive to bond. Okay. So something like that. Now, you guys gotta give me 10 seconds. I'm gonna go grab the dots real quick. Okay, so you guys, this is how they come in like a roll like that. So what I did is I cut off, everybody got 2 rows like that, or 2 columns. So let's see what I have though here. I ended up doing a clasp, and I only needed you guys, for ink, paper, scissors, I only needed the copper ones for that, that one card. And so I ended up with all these gold ones and all these tan ones. And so I don't have to like dig into the other ones. I'm just gonna, hi Melanie. I'm just gonna use what I have, you guys. I hope that you don't mind. I don't think you will, but just know, cause it all looks good, but I did use 3 coppers. So you guys at home that have these, use your copper ones, your 3 copper ones, because these, I have a couple kits left that I need to use these for so that they're all together. Okay, you guys, one done. How do you like it? So pretty. They're so fun to work with these dies. They're just so much fun. Okay, so there's our one card, one done. Okay. Hi, April Drain. Okay, so let's put this one away and on to our next one. All right, so this one, you guys, if you're wondering, about cards here. So this card right here, you guys, I was telling people in class last night, I get a lot of inspiration from the catalog. That's why I love looking at the catalog. I cased that card from the catalog so you can kind of see, but I love layers and I love adding, and I can't just stop at like 2 layers or 3. So I added the soft succulent layer. Instead of doing white embossing here, I put in those gnarly dead branchy things. And you guys, actually, this sample right here doesn't even have ribbon, but we're going to use your ribbon. So you have like 10 more inches of ribbon, and part of it gets used on this card. Now Barbara likes it. See? That's what happens. You see a card or two and then you liked it. Okay, so we're going to do the coral one next. So, you guys, there's lots of stuff in this kit right here. Lots of stuff. So, your coral is your base. 8.5 by 5.5. You're going to have to remember that this card is a horizontal card when you're starting to work on it. It is not a vertical card. And you have 2 soft succulent layers, 4 by 5.25. They're both the same size. One's for the outside, one's for the inside. You have 2 more white pieces that are 3 13/16 by 5 1/16, and they look different. One is embossed with that time-worn type embossing folder. The other one is for your inside, okay? So I have a disclaimer, and I told people this in class last night, that when I designed this card, I actually did my blending first, and then I embossed it. But for you guys that got these kits to go, I did the embossing, and then you need to blend over the top. And it actually draws out a little bit more character of the embossing folder. Hi, Tabitha. Yes, Trudy, I have kits left. Email me or text me or Facebook message me. I have a few sets left. Yep. So we need to find some good homes. And so I have here a piece of paper. We're going to do our blending first, okay? So grab the one piece for you guys that have the kits at home. We're going to work on this one first. It's already embossed. There is an up and a down. Like you can see the word harvest and never. So, you know, try to maybe get your words facing the right direction. That might be beneficial. If they're upside down, I don't think anybody will notice, honestly. All right, so we have a blending brush here and a soft succulent ink. You can see people always go off to the edge. And what we're going to do is work our way around in a circle, and we're adding color to this top section up here first. So you can make it as dark or as light as you want. You don't even have to do it. Let's say you don't even have this ink color. You can leave it blank, and I'm sure your card will look beautiful, and whoever you give it to will not even know that it's not inked. I'm not worrying about the bottom so much. I'm just focusing at that top right corner here. You can see the difference. You can see that there's more attention that's drawn to the raised bumps versus this is more of a boom in your face, like splotchiness. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit more here. Something like that is I'm good with. Now, on our inside, which is back here, I also have a little bit on the bottom right-hand corner, okay? Because our flower has to be growing in something. So what I'm going to do is put a little greenery on the bottom here using the blending brush again. So just putting a little bit on the bottom. All right, that's it for the blending brush. If you have your green ink up, you could also stamp the flower. So the flower is in soft succulent on the inside. And you guys also have a piece that's about this big in your kit. What that piece is for is to stamp this, okay? I did not cut out for this class. I did not cut out everybody's. I didn't have Pat do the die cutting of these. I figured that most people have the dies. If they don't have the dies or the stamp set, they're going to use something else that will work. So you need some sort of a floral-y piece like this. This white piece is enough for you to stamp this on it right here. So you're going to stamp it, and then you would die cut it out, or you could fussy cut it. So by the magic of TV, you guys, mine's done already for me. So look at that. There it is, stamped. Okay, how do we color it though? That's what I want to go over with you, how to color it. So I have a little block here, and I'm going to dip my corner in the ink ever so slightly, And I have found that it was really hard to color this skinny little stem system with a Stampin' Blend. It was just the marker was too thick. So I go to the tried and the true. You guys, I've been using a blender pen for 20 years. Stampin' Up! Has had this forever. This one's not 20 years old. I had to replace it at some point in my life. But what you do it's a solution in here. You can color with any color. And I'll be doing my Tip Tuesday using this soon in the next week or two. It's going to be a 2-part series, so I don't know which is when. But this is a solution in here. And what you do is you dip into your water-based ink, and then you can color. And because this is like a marker, it has a very fine tip. It doesn't go outside the line very much. It's a more washed look, like it's very soft and delicate. And you can use it with any color. Okay, so I'm only gonna be using it to do the stem here. And so that one, and then on your inside, do that as well. Now you don't wanna use a permanent ink with the blend. That would not be good. It would completely stain your tip of your marker. And this blender pen is the same on both ends. It's the same marker, same solution. And what happens is when you're done with the color, you're just going to wipe it out. That's it. If you run out of color, you see what I'm doing. I keep going back to get more ink. You can make it darker, lighter. But when you're done with it, you just take the marker and you wipe out the color until you don't see any more color. And then you can use it for the next color. So that is a blender pen. It comes in a pack of 3. Very, very good. When you're done with the ink, you can just wipe that off, and then you can use the block for something else. Okay, so when it comes to coloring though, I did use the blends for coloring in the flower part. So I pulled in coral, and yellow. There's a dark coral and a light yellow, a dark coral and a light coral. So you could use both. I went more with the daffodil and the light coral for this one. I'm gonna color just this inside one because I have that one done already. But what I did is coral more in the middle of this flower. I have no idea. It looks like a weed to me. So whatever this is, I thought that coral and yellow looked really good though, because that's the colors that I used. Those are the colors I used on the outside of the card. So it's gonna be daffodil. Now, if you want to use your blender pen to color, you definitely could. Okay, so the coral looks super cool when you combine it with the daffodil. It just makes it a different color. So that's all I did for coloring. It was light coral and daffodil dark. Okay, we'll be using the dark coral on some of these other colors in a second, or other cards in a second. Okay, so that's now a sentiment. Okay, so you guys have this. This is your little flower. And then you have some little strips of designer paper, like a 1-inch and a 3/4 inch different lengths. So those are for assembly. In your kit, you'll also have a piece of linen thread that's about 8 inches. All you guys need to do on this one, make yourself a bow. Look at me go. I'm not using the bow maker. Oh my gosh. Do I have a temperature? Do I feel okay? The only reason I'm making the bow without the bow maker is because I want my bunny ears to be opposites of each other. So if I want my bows to be both on the top, I use a bow maker. When I want my bunny ears to be opposite so that the tail goes diagonally, I use my hands, my own fingers to make a bow, you guys. Okay, so that's ready to go. You have your gnarly branches over here. This is from the shimmer, the In Color Shimmer Vellum. I don't know if you guys are gonna, oh yeah, you can see the shimmer a little bit. That's the soft succulent. And then this one is just regular, that frosted vellum cardstock. All Stampin' Up! Products, you guys. You can get these in the annual catalog. So you have a white strip that's probably 3/4 of an inch by something. And that is in coral. And the sentiment says, sending healing thoughts, may nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. So if you are looking for a sympathy card, this would be a good one to use. I am going to practice on this sheet here just to see how it works. Oh man, I hope it gets that good on my actual piece here. Isn't that how it goes, you guys? You stamp it, the practice one really good. Oh, I can't even see that. So when you can't see it because you have white on white, grab a piece of cardstock. Hi, Julie Frost. Grab a piece of cardstock or some kind of dark color and put that underneath it. You can see that I could eyeball better. Oh, that works. Okay, I'll take it. All right. Small wins here, guys. Stamping straight. It's a good thing. Okay. You can see I don't have much white on the end. So just take your snips, cut that off, and then this lended nicely to a diagonal. So just go boom like that. And that's all I did to prep that. Ooh, it's a little bit shorter, but that's okay. So that's ready. So I think you guys, hi Susan Reed. All right, I think we're ready for some assembly action. So we're gonna get glue happy, you guys. So watch this. We're gonna do, so you know I like to do double glues. So we're gonna glue both of these at the same time. Because as long as I've got the glue open, we're gonna do them both. All right, so these are our two basic white pieces. They're the same size. Oh, so happy that you practiced stamping, Lisa. Oh my gosh. So many times people go straight for that cardstock and then they're sad because it's not good. Practice makes perfect. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Okay, so this one goes right here on this. So these, you guys, I started doing this for my card kits. When I do a white mat that isn't the same, so if I do a white mat on the outside that isn't the same size as the inside mat, it confuses people in class which is which, and then they reverse them. So I started doing double matting on the inside to counteract that, right? So now this can get glued and this can get glued. Nothing gets tucked behind, okay? So trust me, guys. We'll go ahead and we'll get this glued and we'll go ahead and get that glued. Just make sure that inside goes on the inside, outside goes on the outside. You guys, who would have ever thought soft succulent would go with Calypso Coral? I guess Stampin' Up! Did because that's what it shows in the catalog. Okay, if I had my color charts at the time, I bet I could look. I wonder which color charts did I print off, you guys? Did I print off? Yeah, let's look at this really quick. No, not that one. Hang on. Here it is. Oh, nope. Okay, I was looking for soft succulent with coral. It's not in here. But, oh, coral's over here. Nope. I was just curious if coral had soft succulent with it. Oh, coral. Nope. Sahara, old olive. Nope. They didn't match them up on the color chart, but it works. Okay. Hi, Angela. All right. This is what we got for, you guys got all these pieces and you're like, what do I do? No worries. We'll catch you later, girl. Okay, grab your tear and tape, guys. We're going to do that first. So just a piece across. So all of this is basically getting covered up. So just put your tear and tape here. All right, Jeannie, we'll catch you later. Happy hugs to you. All right, so grab your gnarly branches here, guys. We're going to do the vellum one first. He's going to hang out over here. Catch him on your tear and tape. The shimmery one with the green, catch him on your tear and tape. So we just basically are prepping that. These little tails are going to get nipped off down here because otherwise they'll be hanging out weird like. So cut them off. Now, this is how I assembled this, guys. So you think, how do I get this? So this yellow one's on the bottom, right? But like you're guessing how high it is. And so this is my method to my madness on this. Okay, take your liquid glue and you're going to put a little line. So we're taking the bigger one here, the bottom one. Do you see I only put a little line of liquid glue along the bottom because I want to tuck things in. So knowing that, now I know I'm going to be down about 1/4 of an inch and I'm lined up flush with my soft succulent. And you're going to bring that, so soft succulent to the edge here. Make sure it's straight. You only have glue on the bottom because it's going to allow you now to tuck things in, okay? So this next piece of designer paper, you're going to put a little liquid glue on the back of that, all over, it doesn't matter. Now this one, you're going to take and slide in. And you've got about that much showing. It's flush on the right edge here, and something like that. Then we have this flower power here. So look at that. I'm going to use dimensionals up on the top little guy here. Oh, I grabbed 4. Hang on. Sometimes I get 2 at the same time. All right. So this one will get tucked now because you don't have any glue here. You're gonna tuck this guy, something like that. And I don't squish it down yet. You can always move it then. Now, this is eventually gonna go right here, but we have to get this bow here, and that we're gonna use tear and tape again. So put that. Now, and you're wondering, diamond weave ribbon. Her card doesn't have the diamond weave ribbon. She made a sample, and she didn't use the diamond weave ribbon. So I'm gonna put my bow. So I've got this, and then this guy is gonna come down like that. So this is adding a little bit of filler, right? Okay, so you guys have like 10 inches of diamond weave ribbon left. Where's mine? Over here. So what you're gonna do, just to add a little bit more oomph to this card, we're gonna take our tear and tape, and I'm gonna start it, so this is the bottom edge. Don't worry, if it goes over, that's fine. What I really wanted to do was get the tear and tape going to the peak, okay? Because then what happens is this can fold back, and that can fold, and then all your tear and tape is, I mean, it really went all the way to the end. Then you're gonna grab your diamond weave ribbon, and you're gonna have just the bottom edge of it exposed like that. So you're just adding a little bit of ribbon to the bottom. Grab your ribbon scissors, and I cut that at an angle, so the ribbon comes out at an angle, and then this is actually cut flush on the end like that, okay? That's how I put the ribbon on the back. Now, I know you can't see it on my sample, but you're gonna see it on this finished card, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I like that. Now, the diamond weave ribbon is about the same thickness of my dimensionals, so I'm going to just grab the end here, creating a strip, and put that on the top. And then I'm gonna put more tear and tape over the top of the ribbon, because it's already got enough height for me that if you put more dimensionals down there, it's gonna rock back and forth. So trust me, it'll be okay. Okay, so peel that off, peel that off. You've got anything hanging over, bring it back, y'all. And this is gonna get flush on, but put flush on the right side. Make sure your ribbon is coming out where you want it to. Okay, just like so. Trim your little tailsies if you need to. Okay, see? Okay, the difference. Ribbon, no ribbon. I know it's not very hard. I mean, you can't really see a difference, but it adds that little extra element to it, okay? So I made swap cards, and I think one of them I don't know why I decided to, two of my samples had the ribbon and two didn't. Don't ask me. We're not done though, because we are going to put on some of the metallic dots. Now, I have here, I've got some gold ones. So I did a gold, the hearts are coming in, awesome. I did a gold, a copper, and a bronzy one. So for you guys in class, that's what you should do. And again, I'm gonna try to use up some of these guys. Look, he's hanging out on the side. He wants to get used. He's saying, use me, use me. We'll put that little guy there. We're gonna put another brown one. There, let's see, he's missing. Let's put him on, down there. Good. I mean, the copper really pulls out the coral, but in the case that I don't have any coral ones, or copper ones really left, we're gonna do what I got here. So use what you have, right? All right, you guys. It's a heavy card. It's pretty thick, especially with that extra mat on the inside. So if you had a with sympathy stamp, this would be a beautiful sympathy card for somebody. Sad to give out sympathy cards, but it's a part of life. So to give a beautiful card will brighten somebody's day, even if they're sad. Okay, so that was our second card. I think my little envelope has seen better days here. Okay, 2 done. Now we're gonna go on to, ooh la, it's a good one. Okay, ooh, I was trying to say ooh la la. It did not come out that way. I have no idea what I tried to say. All right, in your kit on this one, so we saved the 2 that have coloring for last here. Okay, and I didn't color mine, so by the magic of TV, it's not done. All right, Misty Moonlight. I love Misty Moonlight with this cone flower. So cool. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So traditional. This one's the vertical card. So make sure you keep it that way. Let's see if this comes down a little bit. All right. So you have a piece of vanilla in the inside. Vanilla, 4 by 5 1/4. That'll be for your inside. You've got 2 pieces of paper here for your outside. One is your designer paper, and one is, this is cut with this, the basic borders dies. So it's cut where, they're all slightly different. Anna helped me with this one. So they were all shorter or like less wide on the top and wider on the bottom, but they're all slightly off by a little bit, but they should be long enough that your DSP should go all the way to the end there. All right, you have a piece of vanilla that's like 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. It's big enough for you to stamp your flower out of. You should have 4 or 5 inches. You should have at least 5 inches of ribbon left. That's for down here. And then in your kit, you also have a piece like this that's die cut. That's for you to stamp your sentiment on. And you can see my magic of TB did mine already. There's not a lot of wiggle room for that, okay? So we need to do a little bit of stamping with our Sahara sand. And this is that same background that we just did on the first card. So let's grab this piece back here. And definitely do 2nd and 3rd strengths again, guys. So let's see if I get this thing to flip there. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay, so 2nd, 3rd strength, 2nd, 3rd strength. Okay, so we're gonna do here 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. You're making a marble background. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Every time I'm doing this, I'm starting 2 in a different spot so that it looks like they're not all in the same spot, right? Excuse me. So then 2, 3, 4, and then a little bit more in the bottom corner. So that stamp gives you the coolest background texture like that. So cool. So I'm going to do one more for 2nd and then up there. Okay, so that's what we've got for that piece. So Laura, it's a funny thing that you asked. I could have sworn I brought those dies over here, but I think I took them upstairs to create with last night. I needed to make some cards. I'm like, and I used them actually. So these dies, excuse me, they come from the annual catalog. Go back to the dies. They're called Basic Borders dies. They're right here, page 162, right here. You see that one right there that looks curvy? That's what this is. It's just cut at an angle. And we purposely did that so that the top was skinnier than the bottom, okay? So they're called Basic Borders dies. There's a cloud one. So I did the Halloween card here, actually. This Halloween card right here for the cutest Halloween, that right there, that's from here as well. It's the Basic Borders dice. It's that guy right there. So yeah, I used it twice now. I'm excited. I hadn't used it until this card class. It's fun to use things. All right. So you guys have 2 options for assembly. Okay, I'm gonna tell you both of them. You can choose which one works best for you. And it all depends on if you like your ends of your ribbons cut or tucked behind. So in this case, for this card, I have my ribbon and it's just hanging here loosely because I forgot. I put tear and tape down, so I glued, so if you just don't mind it being cut, what you do is you're gonna glue this down and then you're gonna glue this down. All's good, life's good, put your tear and tape, cut your ends. Now, if you don't like the look of the raw edge of your ribbon, this is how you need to do it. You don't have a mat back here to like kind of attach the 2 together. So what you're gonna do, I prepped glue on the one side, and what I'm gonna do is hold the designer paper where it needs to go, and then I'm gonna line up my vanilla piece and hopefully they're the same height. And glue is gonna go, I glued it on the edge, and now I've glued it together. So I did get a little bit of glue there, but that's okay. It's gonna end up getting covered up. All I really wanted to do was make my 4 by 5 1/4 mat, right? Now, hi Donna, joining late. You're better late than never. So now we can take our tear and tape and flip it over, and now we'll be able to tuck our tails. So this is if you don't like the raw edge, but the raw edge too looks pretty cool. This ribbon doesn't fray so bad, so that's okay. Sometimes you get ribbons and they fray. I really gave myself a short piece. Oh, it's really short. I don't even know if I put my tear and tape close enough to the edge. I didn't. Oh, you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna cut mine flat. I mean, cut mine off. So, all right. So now you saw how you would do it if you wanted your tails tucked behind. So what you would do, oh yeah, Feline, gray, granite, or smoky slate would work too. It would have more of a gray hue to it, where the Sahara sand has the more neutral look to it, like warm versus grays are cool. So you guys hopefully have enough that your tails will tuck over the edge, okay? So I didn't do that enough, so I'm gonna just glue this down, and now I can show you the way. Show you the way. All right, this will go down on here. And then we're going to use tear and tape now. So now cut yourself or rip off a piece of tear and tape, and that's going to go right about here. Make sure you get it straight. And then you're going to attach your ribbon to that. And it'll go like that. Then, okay, don't worry, we're going to tuck our flowers in there. So that's what you would do now if you didn't. Then just use your scissors and trim them flush with the edge of the mat. Okay, that's how you could do it as well. So either way works, no wrong way. Okay, let's get back to our stamping though. So you guys, in your kits, you have a piece of vanilla that is, it's a rectangle actually. It's not a wonky scrap like mine is here. I actually gave you, I think it was 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 piece. And you're gonna stamp in espresso. Hi, Melanie Foy. Oh, crumb cake works perfectly. Yeah, Mary Carl's just said crumb cake works as well. Hi, Judy Kruger. Crumb cake is perfect too. You just might even go lighter. Make sure you don't do first or second strength with the crumb cake if you want it soft. If you want it a little darker, you can test it. You guys use your scratch paper. So what you're gonna do is stamp your coney flowers, and okay, got them stamped. Now you can either fussy cut them or you can die cut them. All right, so I already got mine die cut. The TV did that for me, but I didn't color them because I wanted to show you guys how to color them. So for the colors, oh, but wait. I also did the inside. So as long as we're doing this, we should stamp our inside. Right, like so. This is another one. If you had a sympathy sentiment, like with sympathy, that would look good on the inside with this. Okay, so colors. The colors that I jotted down in your PDF tutorial are bronze, cider, and I use the light cider. You can use either dark or light olive, coral, and dark and light, and then daffodil. And how to color this. So grab your die cut piece. The greens don't matter, you guys. If you want to do light green, dark green, whichever. It's so small of an area that it's really hard to do shading. So just go with, and maybe if you want to do some in dark and some in light, just color. The leaves, you could do some, I'll do some veins like in dark, and then I'll come back with the light for the rest of this. So all right, light old olive then. You can see that there's not much difference, but what I did is I put a little bit of darker in the middle section, and then I'm following up and doing everything in the light old olive. Mary, instead of cider, do you have soft suede? soft suede would be another one. I'll show you what. You could actually, okay, so I'll tell you here in a second. I'll do that next. So I used bronze and cider for the coneflower part, but I'll show you here. You could even do bronze for the whole thing. If you have bronze. Mary, do you have bronze? If you have bronze, all I did for the bronze, for the coneflowers, is, you can see there's just, it's two different colors. It's a little lighter on the top than it is on the bottom. And how I did that is I did bronze on the bottom. And so if you don't have cider, Mary, you could just definitely do bronze over the whole thing. And then I did a little wiggle line here. So that's what I've got for bronze. Now I did cider. So the cider is just a little softer, but if you have soft suede, test it on your scrap first, but you could do either light or dark soft suede. It's just giving the brown top here just a difference in color. Like you can see the top is a little bit lighter than the bottom, just to look at like the light is shining on it, maybe. The sun is shining on it. Okay, then we have the coral. So if you like a little bit darker, so if you can see here, they look very similar, but this one's actually a little bit darker up here. What I did, you could just use bronze for the whole thing, Mary. If you have the color lifter, Mary, so you could do bronze over the whole thing, and if you have a color lifter, you could lift some of the color off of the top just a little bit. Yeah, Melanie just said too, a color lifter. So use bronze over the whole thing, and then cherry pick the top part and like pick some areas to do the color lifter, and that'll make it look lighter. So I'm just gonna add some of the dark coral. It's so random, you guys. I'm just drawing little squiggly lines. This is literally all I did. It looks like garbage right now. Just looks like the flower is bleeding. Okay, then I'm gonna take the light coral and color over the top to try to smooth out some of that, the bloods that it's coming out. All right, so by going over, it helped soften the coral. Now, this is where the magic happens. You wouldn't think this, because this is a far cry from that, right? If you look at these right next to each other, you're like, wow, that's really red. Okay, you put yellow over the whole thing. And so I think that in class, somebody had their light daffodil. It might've been Judy Immel, and she did light daffodil on the tips of the flower. I didn't bother, but if you really want to, you could even go so far as to like bring in the light daffodil and do some more blending. So right now I've done one round of yellow over the whole thing. Okay, it looks like a lot of red yet, so I'm gonna let it sit while I come over here and do the other flower and make sure to go over the red. So what happens is the yellow starts to soften that red color. All right, so do a little yellow. Yeah, I never, like the bronze with the cider really did an awesome combination, and then the daffodil with coral really made me excited. Got me going, guys. Color was good. Now, I've done that. So this is what we have for the first round. I'm not done though. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back over this one and do the yellow again, and I'm gonna make sure I get over that coral. Hi, Chris from Iowa. I'm gonna go over that one again and go over this. Okay. It really lightened it. Made it softer. Now, if you don't like that much coral, don't do the dark one. You could always just do the light one with the yellow, and that's pretty too, but it's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this to color for somebody else who wins this card next week. And we're gonna glue this in. See, this way too, if whoever gets this card, they can stamp whatever they want on the inside. They can make it into a thinking of you card or Just they can leave it blank and just write a nice love note in the inside here. All right, now this, okay, I thought about this after the fact. So I see that I can't, normally I can slip this right down here because I don't generally ever put tear and tape on the front with my ribbon, but I did that. So if that happens to you too, you guys just take and cut your stem, just cut that down and it'll all be okay. Because this guy's gonna go like that. But how I'm gonna put that on is dimensionals on the tops of my flowers. And we'll put a little bit of liquid glue on the stems. Oh yeah, you bet, Faye. I don't know I don't know where I got my coloring from because I looked at that one right there. That's so you guys, this is, oh man, shoot, hang on. The struggle is real right now. Hang on. Get off of there. I actually to make this card, that's what I looked at and I came out with the border dies instead. So I think I saw that in the catalog. I'm like, ooh, that looks like coral and daffodil. All right, then we're gonna put a little bit of glue on our stems there. And now this is gonna tuck like that. We've got our sentiment here. So you guys have a little vanilla strip like this. It's gonna be super hard, you guys. I promise it's gonna be hard. You need to practice on the back, okay? Practice on the back. And then practice on your paper. And then when you're feeling good and you know how to stamp it, definitely go and do it good. Now, hopefully, if you guys aren't happy with the way that you stamp it and you have this bundle at home, you could just stamp and then die cut for yourself again. Just die cut another one. But on this one, I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other one and just put a line of dimensional. So using my edges, we're going to put that only on the top. And we're going to do the tear and tape on the bottom because that ribbon is as high as the dimensionals, in my eyes it is. And so that's going to, you guys, when you do that, that dimensional is about the same height. And so if you put dimensional over the whole thing, it'll teeter-totter. And so what I'm going to do is put tear and tape. This is the weirdest thing, you guys. If you don't do double adhesive like I do, this is weird for you. So I put tear and tape on the bottom because I need it to stick to the ribbon, and I put a dimensional. Bye, Jean, we'll catch you later. And we're gonna put the dimensional on the top. And then this will go over like something like that. This would be cool too if you guys have more linen thread at home. If you wanna make yourself another little bow and put that hanging out the side, oh, that would be awesome too. You know, I thought about that now after it's all done, but to have a little more frillies and foliage on here would be pretty. This one uses the bronze dots, you guys, and I have a lot of them to use up, so let me grab them. Yeah, the colors are so cool. There's one little lonely soldier right here hanging out. He's gonna get used up. And save the gold for the next card, and then we're gonna grab all right, we'll put one over there and one more here. So you guys, this is the card that uses the 3 bronzy, tanny ones. And there you go. Stella is on a break. So what can you style? You have to be very careful stelling, but you could definitely hover over and put a little bit of color on your flower. Flower power. Okay, I need to wipe that out. All right. The pizza sounds amazing, Melanie. I'm going to have dinner when I'm done. So I'm getting hungry, I can tell. All right, you guys, we have 3 done. It's so pretty. Whoever gets this next week can practice their coloring. All right, we've got 3 done. On to our 4th and final card for the evening. You guys, this is by far my favorite. Now, I love them all, right? You know, you can't go wrong with any of these. But this one, I just love. So you're going to wonder, where did I get this one? Actually, I cased this card right here. It's the same layout. They use stitched rectangles. But I had to, this was the last card I designed, and I had to pull in the cork paper somewhere. So I pulled in the cork on the top, and I had this piece of DSP that wasn't designed with yet. They colored their diamond weave ribbon with the coral blend. Yep, not gonna do it. I went straight to the gold, you guys. The art floral, and pulled in the gold ones here. So let's go to town on this one. And last but certainly not least, you guys, Misty and the cork is an amazing combination. I just love it so much. Okay, you need to pull in the Misty ink with espresso. That's it for this one. We're using just 2 ink colors. Now, disclaimer, my sample is going to be slightly different than yours. Yours is going to be better. So you have your Misty, just your traditional 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now, what I was saying is about your layering here. So yours is better because when I designed this, I knew I didn't want to use a full sheet of DSP and I didn't want to use a full sheet of cork. But how do you get these together and attach ribbon behind this card? You could kind of, oh, there's stuff in there. Hang on. Get out of there. Oh, now it's behind the flower. There's ribbon behind the flower. With this card, you could easily like put them together and wrap the ribbon behind. Well, this one's not so easy. Like, how do you know where this needs to go? So you need yourself a sacrificial lamb. That's what they're for. Oh, thank you so much, Mary. So in your kit, you'll have your white for your inside, but instead of white, I gave you guys Misty Moonlight for your sacrificial lamb, okay? You have a blue piece. So pretend this is Misty Moonlight, and this was cut out of the middle of it. When I designed mine, I put a white piece, and I pull it back here. You guys can see, I put a white piece back here. But you can see it, and it's like, it's visible. You can see the edge of it. And so I thought in my head, when I was prepping for your kits, I'm like, well, why don't we just use a Misty matte instead of a white matte, and then this gets cut out of it. So you guys, that's what's going on with your kits. You're gonna just die cut this. That was die cut out of there for you, okay? All right, then you guys also have the wheat in gold. There's 2 on one side, 1 on the other side. So that's another one where you're just gonna take your snips and cut it. So you have 1 and then 2. So that's ready to go. Oh, Magic of TV has mine done already. Look at that. Okay, you guys have a piece of white in your kit that is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. It's for you to stamp your flowers on. So I must have done both my sample and I colored my extra piece. So what you guys are gonna do, let's pretend we're gonna ink, stamp, and then color. Now, I colored this the exact same way as the last one, and we just had a lesson in that. So I am going to sparkle this up a little bit though. So it's not as vibrant as that one. So I think I only use light coral on here. So just to get a little bit more pop of color, after you've colored it, you can even go back and color some more. So I'm gonna go back and put a little bit more of the dark coral in here. And then I'm gonna piggyback off of that and add a little bit more of the light. My TV wasn't good enough for me. And then we're gonna do some more of the yellow. I just make this pop. You guys, you have to be careful using blends that you don't color too much, that it saturates the paper and goes through the lines. So if that, what you can do is color it and then come back and do a second coat after it's dried. The cork is not messy to cut in my eyes. I did a tip Tuesday on it last week actually. So not this Tuesday, but a week ago Tuesday. It does leave little baby particles of something by my trimmer. I do remember that, but it wasn't like glimmer or shimmer that used to sparkle all over and it would be everywhere. So it is not exactly 12 by 12. And so you guys, I did a whole tip Tuesday on cork paper. Just look for my videos from last Tuesday, I don't know. My calendars are all changed to October. So I just did it. It was about 20 minutes of talking about the cork paper. Okay, so you guys have your flower. You have some ribbon. So your ribbon is long enough to do the section and then a second section. So just know that. All right. Oh, but you know what? We are going to stamp our inside mat here because whoever gets this card next week as a winner chicken dinner can color it when they get the card, if they such desire. Okay, so We're gonna stamp this down here. And I noticed that I have a little hair. If you guys ever get kits from me, and you notice like my trimmer does, sometimes it does this where it leaves a little hangy thing, you can just nip it off. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. It happens. And my eagle eyes don't catch everything all the time. And my mom's eagle eyes are not even eagle eyes anymore. So they are the furthest thing from eagle eyes. Oh man. Okay, so that's our inside. All right. Thanks, Cindy. So you guys, this is your blue paper. So pretend that this is Misty Moonlight, okay? Not white. Should I do it just to do it? Hang on. Let's see if I have a Misty Moonlight here. So you guys can get the real effect here. Yep, I got a Misty Moonlight. Let's do this instead. So hang tight for a second. We're going to just cut ourselves the right thing. So we got a 4 by 5 1/4. So because this thing doesn't go out past 4 1/4, we're just going to use this as a guide. Because I don't feel like getting out the other trimmer. So we're going to go something like, boom. Don't get your finger in there, guys. Okay. So now you can see what it really is all about. You guys have a Misty. Now, your Misty has that thing die cut out of the middle. So you have it should be 4 by 5 1/4. Your cork is going to get glued on to the top. Okay, so do not do any gluing of this yet. Cork first. And you have to be careful, guys. You actually have your flower cut out. So if you put glue where your hole is, you're going to get glue coming through your hole on the back end. It's a personal problem. It really is. And I don't want it to happen to you. Okay, so be careful where you put your glue. Okay, so that first. Then you have 2 options. If you want to see how this looks with your flowers, you could glue it, but you can only glue the 2 sides and the bottom. You need to leave a pocket to tuck your flowers into, right? That's what I did. Now, in class, what I had people do is just put their flowers down and then they could glue this over the top. But I wanted to have a good visual for where my flowers are gonna go, and I just made sure not to put any glue right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do my side, my bottom, and my side, leaving this open, okay? And that's gonna go down on the bottom, and I'm gonna make sure I've got it flush on one side, and I can always trim off if I need to. See, this is why I did it in blue, because otherwise you'd see a white line right there, okay? So you remember I got a pocket here now. So what can happen is this little guy is gonna go off to the side over here, like that. This one's gonna go down here, and I'm gonna prep this. I like this to be popped up a little bit. So where do I want to pop? That one and this one. Don't pick on her. I didn't know who's picking on who. Oh, picking on my mom. Mary Carl says, don't pick on my mom. No, I'm not picking on her. I'm just telling her that she just doesn't see as good as she used to see. That happens. She tells me all the time, don't get old. Don't get old. It sucks to get old. But hey, I'd rather have that than the alternative, right? Okay. So this guy's gonna go something like that. And then this one's gonna get tucked in here. Don't worry, you guys. I'll put glue behind these. I just wanna be able to wiggle them around and maneuver them. See, that guy can hide behind that little branch and that one. You're a florist again, remember? Okay, so then this one we're gonna prep with some dimensionals on the back here. Hi, Bonnie. And then we can put these 3 here. And then this is going to tuck in here now. So you guys notice this? I didn't even bother to color this bottom section here. Yeah, she's aging and just fine. And oh my gosh, you guys, my mom is aging perfect. She gets compliments all the time and people think she's about 55. And my mom just turned 71 actually. So yes, my mom is really good for her age. So you guys, I didn't even bother coloring the bottom of that because you know what? It's gonna get hidden. So this one's gonna tuck in something like that, okay? So when I secure this now by pushing those dimensionals down, this one's solid, and that one's solid, you guys. So I didn't even have to put any kind of adhesive on those gold ones. Okay, so far so good. You guys got this figured out, right? So that's how I did that. I do want to trim here the little bit of blue that's hanging out the edge. I'm just gonna trim that slightly. Yep. No, I think she's she's 70. We'll say she just turned 60. That's what we can say. All right, so then flip this over and we're going to put some tear tape on the back for our ribbon. Now you gotta be careful because this is going at an angle. So one is way down here and the other one's way up here. And you've got a little wiggle room with the ribbon in terms of how high or low you want it. And so you guys have extra ribbon watch for it. Just don't use all of this. So I'm gonna put my ribbon so you don't see, so it's like right flush with the designer paper. I don't wanna go over it because I wanna see as much of the flowers as I can. I'm gonna go right up to it, tuck my tails behind, and now you guys save this bit. You don't throw that away. If there's a reason I gave you this much extra, okay? So hang tight. And then what you're gonna do is put some tear tape over the top of this again. And then you're gonna glue this onto your card base. So now you get why I used blue here and not white. The white, you could see it, the edges of the cardstock actually. Okay, so a little bit of glue. And it goes like this. And this will go on the top. Oh, the misty moonlight with the cork is so pretty. Oh, so I noticed that, you guys see what happened to me here? My my ribbon came down. So I'm gonna try to fix that before I actually adhere it and try to MacGyver it. Oh, there, it went back up. And now I'm gonna glue that right to the card base. Hi, Chris Studrenke. Hi, Elaine. Okay, so far so good. Squish it really good where that tear tape is. Okay, now let's get our inside glued in. Okay, we're getting to the final countdown, guys. This will be our inside. Whoever wins this card next week will have the ability to practice their coloring skills if they so choose. So by the time it gets to the inside of the card, I generally don't color it because I get like a slacker. Okay. You guys have in your kit, you have a little bit like this, a little die cut piece. This is the die from the set, and I did stamp this in Misty Moonlight. I did do the thank you, so it's over here. It's dirty, so ditch it, and then again, if you want to practice on the back, flip it over. But guys, I was so good to myself when I made these kits. I must have stamped ahead a bunch. All right, so now you have this piece left and your tag here. So what I would do, so this is a little wiggly under here, and I don't want my tag to wiggle with it. So I'm actually going to take a mini glue dot and I'm gonna put it underneath right in the middle so that oh my gosh, if it ever would get off of the pokey tool here. Okay, so now it's nice and snug there. You're very welcome, Arliss. Okay, I did that so that the ribbon wouldn't sway. It has more stability. So now I'm gonna take tear tape and I'm gonna put tear tape over the top of this. Don't try to use liquid glue. It'll be a hot mess. It'll be a ooey gooey mess. Now this is gonna get set over the top of here. You guys, I got this idea from Stampin' Up. Trust me, it's exactly what they did right here. They have these little tails coming out and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Okay, then more tear tape. And this time I'm gonna do one on the top and one on the bottom. Don't worry about trimming your tails quite yet. All right, so then this guy's gonna go figure out where you want him. There's a little straight edge here and there's a straight edge there. That is what I tried to get in the middle of my ribbon, like in the line of the ribbon. Okay, so you can push this down Yes, Sandy, this is my favorite too. You know, actually, I want it down just a little bit because it was covering up my flower there too much. So I'm going to bring it down just a hair right there. Okay, grab your ribbon scissors. Now you get to trim your tails. Okay, so pick this little guy up. This is where our ribbon scissors comes in really handy, so you don't have little scrappers on the ends. And then this guy. I know in the camera you probably couldn't even see that I did that, but it is awesome. Sharon, I love this bundle too. So you can see that, oh, there you can see them. So you cut one. Oh, I cut them the wrong way. It's okay. I should have cut this way and that way. Oh, I wonder if I still can. Or will I make it too short? Now I'm gonna leave it, you guys. Leave well enough alone. Okay, so do you see what I did? I cut them like mountains. I should have, like in this in this one, I cut this way and I cut that way. So, but just pay attention to your cutting when you're doing it, guys. No one will ever know, but in case you're picky. All right, now you've got 3 Goldilockses left here. So I got 1. Oh, look at this. 2. And 1 up over yonder here. Thanks, Karen. Okay. Is that, no, Stella. We can bring Stella out. Let's give Stella some work. We'll just do a little bit here. Just a little. Oh, this guy right here could get some Stella action. There. Oh, and I didn't even do it over here. So let's do this a little bit. Yes, Judy, I got your order in today. And I did 2-day shipping. So, Judy, I should have your bundle. Actually, because the dies just got off a back order. The dies were off a back order yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. So, yours will be here on Tuesday because it'll ship out tomorrow. So, I don't always do expedited shipping, but there were some things I wanted to get. So, your bundle got put on expedited shipping. So, you go, girl. Okay, so let's recap here what we all did for the harvest. So you guys, the suite is called Harvest Meadow. The die bundle set is called Nature's Beauty? Nature's Harvest. Okay, so we did this one first, and then we did this one, and then we did that one, and last but certainly not least was a lot of people's favorites. That cork paper, you guys, it's on low inventory right now. I think I saw it's on low inventory. So it's the last day of the month. If you guys want to get an order in to get some sale-a-bration items for free yet, you could put that cork paper or any of these things on your list. My host code, ooh, is that the current host code? I don't know, you guys. Your dies will go there so quick. I've been waiting for, yes, well, they'll get there quick. You guys, I don't know, if you watch here on my phone, this is how you find my host code. In case you want to place an order yet tonight, instead of asking me for it, you just go to my website, which is cardsbychrisb.com. And what happens is you go to the events section here. You can see all my upcoming classes, so you can scroll into October. The only thing I don't have out here yet is fun folds, but underneath there, it's different. I think I closed this one today. Judy, that's where your order got put on, was that one. So you guys, this is where my host code is. That's my host code, and then you can always just copy this link. You copy it, and you paste it into a new browser, and it automatically puts my host code on there for you guys. So you never have to really call me and ask me what the current host code is. As long as you have access to the internet, you can find it. I have my class schedule. So starting tomorrow, you guys could start to get reservations for classes let me flip that, for November. I usually do the current month and the next month. So tomorrow starts October 1st, you guys. So you could already start RSVPing and registering for November classes that are free with an order. You can always register for any class anytime when you pay the fee, but for ordering based classes, they're free to get with an order in the current month and next month. So, oh man. So I had a lot of fun with this. Oh yeah, Ann, I changed the host code last night, I think. You did good, Ann. You got your order in today. Thank you so much for your order. I have your name on the board, Ann. You've got a spot on here already. I don't remember where I put you. Ann is Anne, where are you? Carmen, Elaine, Anne. Anne, you're number 24. I'm like, I knew I put you on there. So Anne, you did good. Whoever put orders in today that used the host code with the new one, that's what was on my website this morning. I think I switched it late last night. So, all right, you guys, I'm so happy you liked the card. So much love. Make sure to share the videos, you guys, and also comment. What I do is I take the names of the commenters, and that's how we figure out who wins the card. So every time I do a card class, those cards go out as prizes. So I have the Love of Leaves that we're going to do. And just on a final note, too, I have, I'll add Shannon, Deb, Ruth, Brenda, Mary, Jeannie, and Linda for the ink, paper, scissors with the whimsy. If anybody joined in late into the watching the live, I will be ending the live shortly, and then you can go back and watch the first 15 minutes or so. I showed almost all the card classes that are coming up in October, except for fun folds, which aren't even made yet. I have ideas. I know what folds we're going to do. I just don't have them on paper. Yeah. So we are going to do, let's see, I have a little Post-it note here, you guys. I need to do a drawing for the door prize for this class. I also want to announce who the winner is. So in my VIP page, the Cards by Christine VIP page, once a month I do a video. I share the video of the monthly cards, all the cards for the month. And then if you share that video and comment that you shared it, you get your name in for a drawing for the featured bundle suite of the month. And I usually try to do that drawing sooner rather than later, but I thought of it today. I'm like, oh, we didn't do that. So the winner of the half off bundle, which is, you guys, Nature's Harvest, with the dies. The winner chicken dinner is Deb Norman. Your name was picked for that one. So I don't know. Maybe you have it already and you don't want it. That's always okay. I can always draw another name. But if you want it, it's half off plus shipping to your house, and we can figure out what that is. The bundle was at $53, so half of that plus some tax and shipping, and then whatever shipping is to your house. So $5, I'm guessing. So Deb will connect. If you want it, we'll make it happen. And if you don't, then I will figure out who the other winner is. But you're the lucky winner of the half off item. You're very welcome, Terry. I was so happy to do this class. Well, I was looking forward to doing this class. I look forward to every class, but especially this one. All right. The winners of the Love of Leaves, I'll do those next. But just a reminder, you guys, today is the last day of the month. If you want to submit any cards for the monthly class, the monthly creative challenge, tonight's the last night. The class card challenge, tonight's the last night. And the top fan. I go out tonight or tomorrow morning first thing and see who the top fans are. I did see Randy, your note. Sometimes people have issues with the top fan. And if I know that you like and comment and share my stuff all the time, and Facebook is being dumb and took away your top fan badge for whatever stupid reason, email me. Randy emailed me and she's like, hey, like I comment, I share everything, and I don't have a top fan. I don't know it unless you guys tell it to me. So when I pull the names for the top fan, I can add people myself, you guys. So thank you, Randy, for telling me that. I will make sure to add you. So tonight's the last night, you guys. Next week is live. We'll announce and do drawings for all the end of the month stuff, okay? Last night, too, for the Be Happy stampers to add for the challenge. What your favorite Stampin' Up! Ink color is, you guys. All right. I think that's it. Yeah, so Melanie Foy, send me an email, though. My mind is now into prize mode. So help me by sending me an email and saying to add you to the top fan. And that will be awesome. All right, you guys, let's flip down. I've got these 3 cards. They were from the Let's Just Stamp, which was maybe like the 17th or the 19th of September. I can't remember. All right, Stacy, send me a note too. Email me, please, so that and Sandy, you guys email me though, because I need to see the email and I save it as unread until I go do it. And if it's in my email, it's all together concise. So, and same for you. Brenda, you guys, please email me. That's like the best thing for me, so I don't miss it. Okay, you guys, we're gonna do the winners. Okay, so this beautiful card is gonna go to, okay, you guys, Becky Tipton Schloss-Nagel. I said that horrible. I am so sorry, Becky, but you are the lucky winner of this card. So, you guys, I don't have any kits left for this class. I only had a 12. It was a smaller class. And they're all gone. And this one had the double matte on the inside too. Your friendship is something I know I can count on. Da-da-da! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Janice Stapp McPherson, you are the lucky winner of my Packer green and gold card is what I call this one. And then last but not least for the cards, looks like this. I thought of you guys today. Latokia sent me an email too about the top fan. If that's, I just want an email, you guys. Don't send it to me anywhere else. All of it, please email, because it just helps me keep it all together in one central location and source of truth. Okay, Heather Arnold, you are the lucky winner for this one. Yay! Okay, so you guys, the three of you, I don't know you guys personally. I don't have your addresses, so I'll put that in my post tomorrow morning that I need to know that to send you your cards. All right, and then over here, you guys, we have sale-a-bration board number 6, okay? Awesome sauce, 6 boards full. So I thought about this. So as of right now, I do not have any pending $50 orders. So as of right now, all the names for all the orders that I got today or yesterday in the last few days are on this board. What I will do, and I don't know, because if I get 1 or 2 more people that place orders tonight, maybe 3, what I will do is for every 5 names that I do, I will do like a $10 gift certificate. So this board right here is worth a $25 gift certificate with me. So for every 5 names I get yet tonight, that's a good, so 5, we'll do a $10. If I get 10 names, we'll do 15. If we get, I don't know if we'll get 15 names. That seems like a lot. We'll figure it out as we go. If I get half a board, I'll do a full $25 gift certificate. But I don't know. If I only get like 2 or 3 people ordering it tonight, I really appreciate your orders. But I hope if I get 5 more, I'll do a $10 gift certificate. How about that? I know, Laura, you get excited for people, right? So it's fun to win. It was always fun to win, and it's fun. It's just fun. I love giving away prizes. This is fun for me. All right, you guys, we're gonna flip down. So I have all 25 numbers in this bag right here. Who's feeling lucky? I wanna hear people say they feel lucky. You need to go get a lottery ticket if you're feeling lucky. All right, we're gonna go for this guy right here. All right. Wow, I feel like 19 won once before. So let's see who's on number 19, okay? 19! Oh my gosh. I don't know if 19 won last time or not, but that was Barb Barkow. So, Barb, you are the lucky winner of a $25 gift certificate. So, I feel good that Barb wins because Barb buys a lot of stamping stuff. Not to sell her out or anything, but Barb got her name on here a couple times. And so I'm so excited for you, Barb. You get a $25 gift certificate. You cashed that one in the next day. So Barb won, I think she won board number 2 or 3, which was awesome. And she put in an order the next day. You know what I did? I sent her a check down for $25. So it was like a rebate, like prize. So that's what I do when you guys win gift certificates for me and you're not local. What you do is you put the order in, use the host code, and then I send you a check in the mail. Naomi, that's what we did for you. Naomi put her order in, and then I sent her a check in the mail for 25 bucks. That was her rebate check. It's like Menards, you guys. So, well, congratulations to you, Barb. I'm so excited. Congratulations to all the winners of the stuff. Oh, we're not done. One more yet, you guys. So how it works is if you place an order to get your class for free tonight, I gave you a number. So we have, per person, so like Stacey, you were 1, okay? So every person got assigned a number, and if they placed an order, they got a number, and we have 16 people who placed orders. So we're gonna do a random number generator, and how this one works is we're gonna flip the screen down. If you win this, the prize is from my vault, my stash of prizes, and it gets added to your next class, or if you're in person, you can pick it up, or if you're a mailer, then I will set it on my counter until you have the next package going out, and it goes in your package. So that's how I do this one. So let's do this, you guys. So we're gonna go random number generator and do the last prize for the evening is here, random number generator, 16 people. And I'm going to hit generate. Number 10. Elaine Rebeck, you are number 10. So pretty lady, you got a $10 gift certificate that you can use anytime in the next month. And that's it. So $10 off. It's always fun getting a little shopping spree. Doesn't matter how big or small it is. But so you got a $20. Thank you for your support, Elaine, for purchasing to get this class for free. I really appreciate it. So, all right, you guys, let's see if you have any questions. I should go back on here really quick, see if I missed anything. What's coming up? You guys, I'm going to sneak on at some point. The weekend's kind of busy. I have an MS benefit that I'm doing with the team and some other people on Saturday. And then Sunday, if anybody joins my team yet tonight, I have a team meeting on Sunday at 4 p.m. The Be Happy Stampers has a team meeting and a team auction. And so that is Sunday, I think 3 and 4 o'clock. So if you join my team tonight, you're more than welcome to come to the first team meeting. It's fun. And so at some point, I'm going to pop on in the next few days and do a live video showcasing all the October cards that we can share with the VIPs. And then I'm also going to figure out when I can do a swap card showcase. I might do them all together in one. It just depends when I can find a window of some time. And then you guys, Tip Tuesday starts my coloring sessions. I'm going to do 2 Tip Tuesdays. If it needs to be 3, I'll do 3. But I'm going to do a little series. I made a list with Chris of all the different ways we could color with Stampin' Up! Products. And I want to go through and show you them all. And I had Brenda Loveless was asking about coloring, and I think somebody else was asking about coloring and what to use, when to use it. And so we're going to do a series on coloring for Tip Tuesday. And what else? And Kelly's got Technique Thursday. And then what do we have for classes next week? Oh, you guys, next week, Thursday, is the sale-a-bration celebration. So if you earned a spot, you will be getting a kit in the mail if you RSVP. You'll get the little black book kit. Mama got them all kitted up this week. And if you're going to do the online version, you need to give me your 5 lucky numbers, because we're going to play some lucky numbers next week for prizes. And we'll make the little black book. And that's what's going to be in person Wednesday and Saturday as well. So yeah. All right. We did it, guys. 2 hours, 6 minutes. That's not so crazy long. So, all right. You guys, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. If you want to sign up for any classes, always send me an email, text me, Facebook message me. I catch them usually. Don't post about it in the posts in Facebook, because sometimes Facebook doesn't show me things. So, all right, you guys. Well, have a good night. We'll see you later. Love you. Bye.